Hi, everybody, and welcome to SunBurst Tarot, where today we're going to be taking a look at Antarctica. So, I don't know. The algorithm gods have blessed me, and I'm just seeing some really weird stuff. So I know back when, I think it was a few years ago, people are like, what's going on? Why are we doing stuff with Antarctica or wanting that space? And there's like, people are saying there are aliens there. Some people are saying there are pyramids there. And oh my goodness. So I want to take a look what's going on Antarctica and the such. So quick reminder though, before we dive into it, just a reminder, everything that I am saying is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. No facts here, y'all, just my opinions, psychic downloads, and the such. So if you want to use what I'm saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So without further ado, let's get going into what is the general energy going on around Antarctica. Is it just penguins and researchers and some whales? So we have the star here. And there's a mermaid on this card. Underwater society, anybody? But also with this being the star as well, what other extraterrestrial forces are here? Why is this? Because emotional imbalance, unsteadiness. Oh goodness. This is making me go back to the Bermuda Triangle reading I had. So I'll link that here at the end of this video. So I did a Bermuda Triangle video where I was legitimately seeing it was aliens versus mer people. And it seems like it's aliens versus mer people again in Antarctica. Don't know what that's all meaning or how that all works, but the way that I can put it, it's two factions against one another. With the star, it's like there's like mermaids, extraterrestrial things, with it being the temperance, emotional instability, and imbalance. When I'm hearing emotional instability and imbalance, it gives me a sense, something very similar to what goes on in the Middle East here for our landlubbers, I want to call us. But Middle East, where there's tensions. There's always groups fighting over certain land or holy objects or the such, because there's radicalization that is put out there, being like, it's my beliefs versus someone else's beliefs. It's these things are going on. It's like there's so much historical context there that everyone feels like they have a right to that land, or we need to reclaim it or have it. And that's what it's kind of feeling like down here in Antarctica. There's like a galactic war almost, except it's not galactic in nature. It's like aliens versus murder people. Because from a material influence here, yeah, the lovers. There's something here that people want. Whether this is like there's something here that somebody wants, and it feels like there's more than, and there's like I want to say a religious context to it, but it's not quite religious. It's an energy source. I don't know how to put it, other than there's something in this location that both sides want, but for different reasons. It's almost how I would put this is what's being brought to, like, the example that's being brought to my mind is Avatar, not The Last Airbender, but Avatar, the movie by James Cameron. And you have their tree, right? And the tree is like the life source for their people, their world, right? But then like you have the humans wanting to come in saying, they want the tree in all of its stuff for like its mind and what it can provide them. As they're looking at this, and they're looking at this, it's not even an energy source. I don't know how else to describe it, but in the context of a tree, the tree, like the mer people see this tree as like, it is a part of the land. It is a part of what keeps the heartbeat going of the location, of the nation, of the planet. It's not a tool to be used for our own gain, but as a resource for all to benefit from. And then there's like our aliens down here where it's like, no, we want this as a resource. We want this, whatever this thing is. I'm gonna keep using the tree example. We want to use this for like wood, for energy, for like a resource for us to further advance technology, is the way I would describe this. And that's kind of what goes on in Antarctica, where it's like there's like a massive fight over resources down there. Because, yeah, the hopes and fears. Yeah, there's, again, it's like this is part of our religious, and it's a part of our, not even religious, it's a part of our cultural belief systems. So, you know how in like mythology they would have like, oh, you have like these fountains or these like glades that were like super magical in like spirit or an energy and something like that. The ones that kind of comes to my mind is Gaelic mythology, where it's like the Fae, and they would have their groves or their glens that they would have, and you can have like they were magical places, but they were like locations that you could go to that had that were magical, and that's kind of what this is feeling like here, in the context of like the merfolk and the aliens, where it's like aliens, extraterrestrial beings, are like they're looking at this religious thing, this tree essentially, but it's not a tree, but we're gonna call it a tree, as like we want this for our own benefit or advancement. And then there's the merfolk being like, no, you can't have it. It is what powers all life. You can't have it for the small, you have to have it for the all. However, the unseen obstacle going on down here is there's so much fighting. There's so many people who are vying now for whatever is down here. It's not just with like the three heads, and then there's also the people down here. There's like 3 or 4 groups of like beings, races that want access to this. And it's like one is trying to protect it, the other one's trying to get it for its own resources. The others don't understand what it is, but they see what other people want it, so they want control of it to have power and leverage. And then there's like another group where it's like, we understand its importance, but it's almost like, I want to say it's like, the Children's Crusade is like the example that kind of comes to my mind, where it's like they're super unorganized, or the Peasants' Crusade, where it's like, we're going to go fight for this, but we aren't well equipped for it, but we care about it. Because the negative influence here is we don't know about this. We do not know what's going on. It is all hidden. It is in the dark. This is like hush, hush, keep her quiet. Don't say a gosh darn thing about anything. Because what's going on is like there's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of keep everything on the down low. Keep them happy little penguins, because we don't need to know about this because it's none of our concern. Like, this is a fight. How do I put this? Humans have their own stuff that they're going to have to deal with. This is a merfolk alien type of situation that they like. Humans, don't even involve yourself in this, because you don't even like, you do not know what this even is. You have no relevance in this. Just stay out of it, is kind of what this is seeming like. Because yeah, here in the past there's a lot of religious connotation to it, but there's also like a lot of lies, there's a lot of deceit, there's a lot of people being like, this is ours, you can't have it. Also, this is something that's defended like for millennia at this point in time, and then here in the future we have to get out of our comfort zone. Getting out of our comfort zone. I'm going to grab a clarifier for that. Where'd you go? Here you are. So, what can I get for this Hierophant card, please? What other information can I get for this Hierophant card? Let's see. What else can we get about this Hierophant card? Did someone take, like, okay, so this is like a seed, or there's like a seed, there's something else going on here when it comes to it. And when it comes to the seeds or other things, it's like, I want to take it. I want to take it. I want to grab it. I want to take it with me to go somewhere else. Like someone's taking, you know, like a pot, like they're, how do I, else do I put this? They're taking it and moving it. I don't know. They're taking it and moving it. Is kind of what I'm seeing here. All right, sorry, there were those people talking really, really loudly, and I was getting distracted outside. But, like, again, this is like I want to distract, hide, take something away here in the future. It's like I'm picking something up, we're having to get super uncomfortable, so we pick it up, take it somewhere else to plant it and have it keep continuing to grow, whatever this is. It's like we're coming to a head in contentions. Like, I almost want to say it's like there's a raid, we take it, we go, we leave, but we do so to take it to protect it. And that's kind of what this is feeling. We have to hide what this is because too many, I don't know. That's what I'm getting. There's like a super weird war going on in ye old Antarctica around a resource of some sort. So, when we get resources and things and the such. So, what else can we know right now when it comes to other things and things going on in Antarctica? Like, there's like, so, okay, so if there's an alien, there's mermaids, merpeople, merfolk, gosh, here we go again. The, again, I feels like the Ansha, I think that's what I've called them, and they always get mad at me. But the Anksha, or something like that, is what it is, like what they like to call them. They are so mad at me again. I don't know what else to say about it. Their language is weird. It's hard for me to wrap my tongue around. So when it comes to this group, like, what is it? Like, what more can we have about the Anksha? We'll just call it. We'll call them that. And that this is like the Earth, the Merfolk. What we like to call the Merfolk. That what do they? They just Page of Wands with the Seven of Wands. They want to move their base of operations somewhere else. So we have the Page of Wands, which is like, with this being like a wish, it's like I want to blow the dandelion and see where things land. Why is this? Because the Seven of Wands. It's like it's time for change. We have to defend ourselves constantly. With this being in a glacier down there in Antarctica, it's like we want to take this and go other places. It's like we need to spread instead of having it being concentrated in one location. We want to take this and spread it around different parts of the world. Because from a material influence, the Eight of Pentacles, our hard work, what we've been building here, our home base with everyone here, it's just not working out in the way that we wanted it to. It's like we thought we could have a centralized location. We could have something that's really good down here, but it's not working out. It's like someone's coming in and knocking down the hive, and so we have to go and rebuild somewhere else. Because our hopes and fears, it's the Four of Cups reversed. It's like we need to go deeper. We can't. There's something. Oh, there's something to do with underwater, and we have to move up. Or it's like we have to move up or we have to move down. It's like we either have to get deeper or we have to get closer to the surface. With the Four of Cups, it's because it's like we need to heal. We need to let go. We need to go where greener pastures are. It's like this is like whatever it is there, it's not worth fighting for anymore. It's easier to just take it and spread it more to the winds. Because down here, the unseen obstacle, again, with the Ace of Pentacles, a guidepost. It's like this is something that's been long standing, long lasting. This is, I almost want to say, like, whatever, like, with the merfolk going down, like this is a long-standing home city foundation that is like we have to kind of up and abandon. It's like this is not worth it anymore. Also, it feels like the structural integrity of this location is also weaning. Hearing that's a big fat yes. As here as well, the negative influence, the Queen of Wands. Yeah, we have to come out from underground and go somewhere else. We can't stay curled up, balled up anymore. We have to get up and go. We can't stay in our den anymore. There's structural integrity issues with things going on down there. Think about it as like an ancient city that's crumbling because you can't put effort into it because you're too busy defending it. So it's like easier to kind of let things lie and go somewhere else and build. Because down here, the positive influence is the Eight of Swords. It's time to get out of your own way. Why are you defending this? Why are you keeping this together when in reality it's time to move to the next location? You yourself are the ones that can take you on a different path, but you have to choose to go on the lit path rather than maybe the unlit path. Because down here, yeah, Eight of Wands. This is fast moving, but I see there's been massive attacks. This to me is like fast moving, big change, lots of new things. And then here in the future, we have the Empress. This is not the land of milk and honey anymore. You gotta go. There's no more resources here available for you. You have to go. You have to leave. That's kind of where we're headed. They're having to pick up and move base of operation to somewhere else. Okay, what else is... So, what's going on with these ETs, the aliens, as I like to call them, down in Antarctica? What is going on down there with the aliens and the ETs? Is this kind of like what they got going on in the Bermuda Triangle, or what's kind of going on? So when it comes to the ETs and our extraterrestrial friends down in Antarctica, okay, so what does this place have that everyone wants? Because what I'm seeing here is like the aliens, they're like, this is our homeland. Again, this is very feeling much like the Middle East, in my opinion here, where they're like, this is our home, this is our family, this is where we belong. Why is this? Because this is what we built up. This is what we said we were going to do. We've exchanged goods. We've done the things that we needed to do. However, from material influence here, not everything is as cracked up as it's cracked up to be. Again, this feels very much like this is where there is a fight over not just resources in this area, but for the land itself. There's a historical significance. It feels, again, very religious. Historical significance for the merfolk, the Angsha, as well as the ETs in this area, because they both feel like they have a claim to this land. Again, very Middle East vibes, where it's like the cradle of civilization or the cradle of religions, and lots of it down like in the Middle East area, Israel, Iran, Syria, everything in that area, right? And that's kind of what this is still feeling like here as well. Because over here, the hopes and fears. Yeah, we want to build up this place. We want to have this be like the most beautiful thing ever. However, the unseen obstacle, the Ace of Wands, they don't have the energy to do it. Also, they're, again, instability. The flourishing life, the flourishing base that this used to be is no longer. You cut the tree down, so there's nothing there anymore. The stump's gone. There's nothing there, because again, Five of Swords as well. They're in this is a lose-lose situation. Sure, you're going to get it, but what are you going to be able to do with this land? What are you going to be able to do with this area? Because the positive influence here is the Five of Pentacles reversed, which is, it feels like the aliens, in my opinion, are just being given this at this point. Five of Pentacles. You aren't going to have to spend much more, but you can make this flourish, but you're going to have to invest in it. Because here in the past, yeah, you were super unhappy. It's like they got ousted from this land of plenty, and now they can't go, now they're trying to fight for it back, because here in the future, the Seven of Cups, they can make this a teeming life, but they have that choice. And that's kind of what I'm feeling here for our alien friends. It's like, you can make this a beautiful area again. You can put in the structure, you can invest in it, but it's going to be a pretty big investment. It's going to be, will it be worth it to you, even though it's... Again, there's like a cultural significance to both groups. It's like they both have claims to this land, but they just cannot agree to get along to both stay there, is really what this is feeling like. As is above, as is below, is really what I want to say. It's like, you know how we have Israel and Iran? It feels like that's the same type of dynamic, except down in Antarctica. I don't know, man. It's weird. It's really, really weird. So, what else can we know? Like, okay, so when we're looking at Antarctica, and apparently there's some cultural significance down there. Like, there's massive cultural significance. Like, what kind of cultural significance, like, is there? Like, what else can, like, because I'm seeing aliens, I'm seeing merfolk. Yeah. Why do us humans want a piece of this action? Like, it feels like there's been, like, hints that things have kind of been going weird on down there, but, like, what do we know? What do the humans know kind of about things going on down in Antarctica? Or, like, yeah. What do humans kind of know about things going on in Antarctica? Nine of Cups reversed. Why is this? The Three of Cups reversed. With the Nine of Cups reversed, it feels like... Hold on. Hopes and fears. Five of Cups. Unseen obstacles. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to grab clarifiers for all of these as well. Just because... What do us humans know? Okay, so us humans are like, we just want to intimidate because we see something that looks like it's important for other people. They also, us humans, us humans want something and we see something that other people want, so we want it now. Is kind of what this is feeling. And it's kind of stupid. Because it's like, we want to intimidate you and say, we got all this work, we can do so much more than blah, 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 than you. And we could take all of you out because even though you are our allies, we can take out your other allies. They are trying to play both sides here in the grand scheme of things. Because from a material influence here, it does feel like there was activity coming in from the humans. But because humans do not understand how to work with one another, they're kind of useless in the grand scheme of this alien merfolk war. Sorry, Anksha. Because it feels like, yeah, you've had to go inactive. You can't put money, you can't put resources towards this. One, because you don't understand what's going on. But two, you guys got your own battles you need to fight amongst yourselves. Like, stay out of our shit and we stay out of yours. Got it? Got it. But it's coming to a point where I don't think people are able to ignore things that humans are doing anymore, because yeah, the hopes and fears, this is a pattern of behavior with the Five of Cups. It's like you've been doing, feeding the cycle. They're just feeding the tensions between these two groups so they could not get along. Oh, you guys are horrible. Why have aliens not like contacted us before? Why have the merfolk not come to us before? Because they're so busy fighting each other that they can't fight humans. It's an old pattern forever and ever and ever. It's like we've decided to keep them under lock and key so we can maintain our power. Humans can maintain their power above land. Because yeah, the unseen obstacle here too is, sure, they have like listening devices. They've been eavesdropping in on whatever these things are down there. However, they don't understand the language. They are flying in the dark. They do not understand the cultural significance or the things going on. They are flying in the dark with the Nine of Wands. It's like, there are no lights. There are no nothing. You guys don't know jack diddly squat. Because down here, the negative influence is like, again, I mean, a human's greed is what will kind of take them down. Also, they just don't understand the things going on there because they're not meant to understand them. And if they've been like, oh, we'll bring in psychics, we'll bring in this, we'll bring in that to try and help understand what's going on down there to see how we can influence things, it's just not going to work anymore. Because it does feel as though humans, in my opinion, because they love to do this, they're trying to, in making our aliens and Anksha merfolk fight each other, they're they themselves are destroying the culture of the two groups and the potency of this energy source of which they feel that the humans feel of which they can claim for themselves. Because what's going for them, they are so very, very good at incriminating aliens versus merfolk versus aliens to make them fight one another rather than, yeah, to keep them going. Because here in the past, yeah, we have the King of Swords, which is we've done a lot of dirty downward tactics because we've been the parasite. We've been the ones who've been essentially rotting everyone's brains out, making sure that they can't do what they need to do. There are certain humans on Earth who have power, money, influence, who have been manipulating the masses and manipulating the flip of energy of the world, of Earth. Because here in the future, Master Chef, Knight of Cups, humans want to go underneath the water and take whatever this resource is and use it for themselves. I don't know what this resource is. Again, I keep just seeing the tree of life. Again, that's all I'm really getting. Otherwise, I'm not understanding what other things are coming, but it's like they want to take it, the stuff that's underwater, and use it for themselves to feed their own empires, their own egos, and their own. They want to use this resource and use it as a tool to further their own gain. And that's what humans want. And I feel like the Earth will not allow that. If you haven't watched the new Earth reading, I will have that linked here at the end. But Earth's mad. Earth's real mad. So that's what I'm kind of seeing here. I will have the Bermuda Triangle reading as well as the Earth reading linked here at the end. But this is what I'm kind of seeing for what's going on in Antarctica. Again, it's like it's a war. It's just a war, and there's cultural significance down there to both sides. So that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm seeing, and maybe that's why there's rumors of pyramids down there, but then like there's something underground, and like this is what it feels like. Again, it feels like the Middle East, where there's just like it's a cradle of so many civilizations and religions and belief systems. And so, like, there's people fighting over it. And because they're fighting over it, even though both of them could live together, but they would never live together because of humans, the landlubbers who are staying on, who are messing with the unity of these two groups being able to come together is what I'm seeing. So that's what I got. If y'all want to leave a pyramid emoji down below, I would greatly appreciate it. Or if you want to leave a mermaid and an alien, put them both together, I would be super fun. Okay with that. So that's what I'm seeing. Thank you again so very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what other readings you guys would like to see. Otherwise, I just want to say a great big thank you to all those who are watching. If you want to join me on my other social media platforms, or if you want to join YouTube members, all those links are down below in the description box. So thank you again so very, very much for watching, and hope to see you all in the next one. So bye.